Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Dynamo video. In this one, we're talking about Thursday night football between the Buccaneers and the Buffalo Bills. So, should be a pretty entertaining one here. Hopefully, Buffalo can get back on track. I do like Tampa as well, so going to have a lot of good picks in this one for you. 5 to consider in this video, so stay tuned for all 5 picks. Also, after this one, there's an NBA video going to be live either for Wednesday or Thursday that you could check out. After this one will be the end card of the video. I know a ton of you guys who watch YouTube videos are already in the paid section of the Discord where we have 5+ cappers at all times giving out picks. It's less than $1 per day on the monthly plan, but if you hit subscribe right now, type in code NBA, you're going to get 25% off the monthly or the weekly. Just brought in some new cappers for the NBA season, still going hard with NFL, NHL, and MLB. You can see in the paid Discord, we were excited to get NBA back. Parlay absolutely was crushing it yesterday with NBA and NHL. Also still going hard with MLB wins over here, and excited for another NFL slate this Thursday through Sunday. So a great time to get in. We have 4 of the major sports going right now. Craziest time in sports and sports betting. So definitely get over here. It'll be linked down below. Also in the pinned comment. Use that code NBA for 25% off. So for the first pick here, I'm instantly going to Dalton Kincaid. Dawson Knox is out, so it's going to be the Kincaid show here. We're going to go over on his yards. 37.5 is all he needs. I think this is going to be some pretty good value as well. A great free tool over here is going to be Outlier. You could check it out with the link down below. You're going to get a free trial for a week here. You can see all the stats you could pull up on Outlier. Taking Kincaid here, let's see, they do have this one at 39.5, so getting some savings at 37.5. Last game had 75 yards. Love to see that breakout performance from Kincaid. We can also look at the targets and receptions. Had 8 targets last game and 8 catches, so going to be a high catch rate. You can see he's only missed 2 of his targets all season. And I think that he's going to be a big part of this passing offense. You know, Gabe Davis has been struggling, so it's really been Diggs and the tight ends. But now without Knox, Kincaid going to be set up for a good spot here. Tampa Bay does have a pretty good defense, but 27th against the pass. So we could see a nice passing attack here from Buffalo, and I'm high on Buffalo. So looking at this game, we could see 8.5-point favorites for Buffalo, 42.5-point total. That implies that Buffalo is going to score a good amount of points in this one. You know, it projects out to be like 25 to 17 or 18 as the final score. So Buffalo should put up a good amount of points based on what Vegas is thinking over here on the lines. Good weather, 55 degrees, winds, less than 15 miles an hour. You don't really have to worry about the winds in this for the passing attack. So going to Kincaid for our first pick. The second pick, we're going to Josh Allen, who has slowed down his crazy interception rate for the beginning of the season. We're going to go under a interception in this game. Tampa Bay, if we look back at the stats, I don't have them pulled up, but last 2 games have failed to get an interception. They only have 6 on the season, but they did play Justin Fields, who I think threw 3 interceptions against Tampa Bay. So Tampa, pretty solid defense, but hasn't got an interception in the past 2 weeks. Josh Allen, I think, has been playing more conservative. We could see a more conservative game here for the Bills, where Josh Allen doesn't take so many deep shots, throws the underneath passes to Kincaid here to hit that yardage mark. And then for our third pick, we're going to come over to OddsJam to look at yet another sports betting tool here with a free week trial that you could check out down below. But OddsJam, one of their favorite picks here, over 49.5 rushing yards for James Cook. You can see basically how this site works is they compare it to all these other sports books. You can see, 8 other sites here, maybe 9, 10, have this one at 51.5. So getting some savings at 49.5. And I do like James Cook in this rushing attack. If we pull up Cook over here, they have this one at 51.5. We can't get the alternate line here at 49.5, which is what we're going to have on Prizepicks. So looking at him, last 2 games has smashed the over on this after struggling against Miami and Jacksonville. But earlier in the season, crushed it as well. So they've definitely been getting back to cook. A tougher rushing defense here against Tampa, but they do give up, almost 96 yards per game here, and we just need, 50 from Cook. In this game, let's look at his rush attempts that have gone up as well, 14 and 13 in the past 2 weeks. And like I said, I think it's going to be a more conservative plan offensively for the Bills, where Josh Allen's not throwing downfield as much, throwing the underneath passes to Kincaid, running the ball a good amount. So that all plays into our game script here. Let's go ahead and lock in Cook for our third pick from Odds Jam. Now for the fourth pick, we're going to go to some Buccaneers players, and the guy that I'm going to go to is going to be Rachaad White. I think the Buccaneers may struggle in this game. Going to take the under on his rushing yards at 48.5 for Rachaad White. So they have him at 47.5 here, so getting a slightly better deal at 48.5 on. And looking at White, so far this season has only hit this twice. Last 2 games well under 34 and 26. The rushing defense for Buffalo is the ranked 23rd here. And looking at his rush attempts, he did see 13 last game, just 7 the game before. I could see the attempts being lower than 13. I could see him being single digits even in this game, especially if Tampa is playing from behind. Not saying that Rachaad White's not going to have a good game, because I think he might receiving the ball out of the backfield, but not necessarily rushing. So we can also go back to 2022 to look at Rachaad White, but it's a little unfair because he wasn't really the lead back in this one. But last year, 15 of 18 games went under this total as well. So we're going to go with Rachaad White for our first pick from Tampa Bay. Our second pick is a guy that I've been playing every week. His props just seem too low to me. Mike Evans, 56.5. It's starting to finally creep up. We're still going to take the over in this. I think Tampa's going to be playing from behind, and you can pass a little bit on Buffalo and this defense. Looking at Mike Evans at this line of 56.5, he has hit it in 4 of 6 games so far this year. In his last 10, 7 of 10 have gone over this. I've been playing it every single week. Last week against Detroit, I think it was at 46.5, so this one actually hit. He got 49 yards as well. So basically, Evans has hit his over on yards in every single game except for 1 so far this season. And I think it's going to keep going. The targets have been there. 10, 8 last week. Every game except for 1, he's gotten at least 8 targets. We also do have Chris Godwin questionable in this game, so he could be limited or not even play, actually. And something cool you can do is you can actually filter games without Chris Godwin that Mike Evans has played in, and there's actually 0 games in the last 10. In 2022, he played 1 game without Chris Godwin, and he got 61 yards. You can also just look at last season. In 10 of 16 games, he went over this yardage total. So definitely a great tool. On Outlier here to see all these stats in one place. And they do have a free week trial linked down below. So those are going to be my 5 picks for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, definitely check out the paid discount. You can get 25% off with code NBA on the monthly and weekly plans. We brought in a bunch of new cappers. The projections have been hitting as well, and we got all sports firing up right now, so definitely check it out. Also, if you guys enjoyed this one, check out the videos on the end card here. We're going to have an NBA video live. It's either going to be for Wednesday night games or Thursday night games for NBA that you could watch by just clicking the video card here. So subscribe to the channel. Check out some of these free trials of these tools we used in this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.